towards like I think October 2022, I was getting like CT scans, MRI scans, and then I remember in November they called me in to do a biopsy, and up to that point, like since August when these kind of symptoms had started, I wouldn't really want to be out because I'd be worried about something happening. So I was just inside, really not feeling good, in pain a lot of the time, and they ended up calling me in for a biopsy, and a biopsy for people that don't know, they they basically take a piece out of something and examine it. So my biopsy, they use a needle. I actually remember because I think I woke up during the surgery and I could feel them poking my stomach. And basically, they poked the needle at where I was affected, which was my stomach, and then they take it out and examine the tissue. And they did the biopsy, and then the next month in December, like probably the first week of December, I remember like that whole time I'm just in the house. I couldn't really do much, and I remember I was probably just playing the game, chilling one day, and my mom and my older sister came home, and like the vibe was just off. I could just tell, what I'm saying, something was off. And my sister was like, "Go in your mom's room." And when I went in there, my mom was on the phone with my dad, and she had just came from the hospital, and I forgot what she told me, but my mom ended up telling me that I had got diagnosed with cancer. And leading up to that whole point, we thought it was either like kidney stones or like a stomach infection, something causing like pain when I was, having to use the bathroom. But I actually had a type of cancer called Ewing sarcoma, which was like a bone cancer that grew from my pelvic bone. Um, and when she told me, I was like 16 at the time, and most 16-year-olds, you want to hang out, go see girls, go to the mall, go hoop, go play the game, and like hearing that at 16 and knowing like that my life was going to change was definitely crazy. But I remember I wasn't crying or I wasn't mad or I didn't get emotional. Like all I could say was I didn't want to stop, and I just kept saying that like I don't want to stop, I don't want to stop. This around that time, my work ethic was increasing, and I just felt like I was making a lot of progress, and I didn't want to stop everything I was doing. So yeah, my mom told me I got diagnosed with cancer like the first week of December, and then a couple weeks later, actually Christmas Day. Remember we celebrated Christmas with our neighbors, and I woke up the next morning and went straight to the hospital. And I started chemo the day after Christmas. Um, and basically the way the oncologist, like the cancer doctor, described the treatment was I was gonna have the chemotherapy treatment for 6 to 12 months. And I was gonna go in for every week. Like 1 week would be 2 days, the next week would be 5 days, and the next week would be 1 day. I remember